Hi everyone, and welcome to Discover CTE Night. We're so excited to have you all here to learn more about the incredible opportunities available through our career technical education programs. To start, I'd like to share a few powerful statistics about the impact of CTE. Did you know that students enrolled in CTE courses have a 93% high school graduation rate? That's well above the national average of 85%. Our programs are also directly aligned with high-demand industries, ensuring that students are prepared for in-demand careers upon graduation. What's even more impressive is that CTE graduates often enter the workforce faster, and many are earning competitive wages right out of high school. Plus, 94% of CTE program graduates are either employed or enrolled in college within 6 months of finishing their CTE pathway. These are just a few highlights of how our CTE pathways are designed to set students up for success, and I'm excited for you to learn more tonight. Now let's dive into the rest of the presentation.
Hey everyone, my name is Amrit Kaur. I am the teacher for the CTE medical pathway. I'm here to introduce you or get you acclimated or acquainted with the CTE pathway courses and what do we offer for work-based learning opportunities at Elite. So let's do a please be kind rewind in terms of why do we need the medical pathway, right? Why are these medical courses important? Why would you pursue the medical pathway? First of all, post-COVID, we all know that, there has been a shortage of healthcare workers. There are very few people who know that, we need nurses really badly in healthcare. We need lots of other healthcare providers, occupational therapists, physical therapists, physician assistant. And whatever pathway you are wanting to pursue, whatever route you wanting to pursue, whether you want to be a doctor, you want to be a medical assistant, a nurse, whatever area in healthcare, if you are interested in patient care, this is the pathway for you. This is also the pathway where it's a 2-year course which leads to the administrative medical assisting certification. It's a national certification that gets you the job. But before we take that course that helps you prepare for the NCCT course, there are a few other courses that you need to take. So just making sure that it would be ideal to take all of these courses in sequence. Again, it really depends on where you have transferred from. If you have transferred from a school who has given you some kind of medical course background or some course in physiology anatomy, then you could perhaps take the AMA course, the capstone course right away. But it would be ideal to take all of these courses in sequence. Allied health is all about introduction to all the careers out there. So what is out there in terms of just not knowing that nurses and doctors exist, but jobs like genetics counseling. If you want to be a physiotherapist or if you want to be a holistic nurse, that's a new field that's it's growing and people don't know about it. So Allied Health kind of gives you a general overview of what do people in healthcare have as options for career. Pathophysiology is all about knowing about the body systems, physiology, anatomy, and learning about diseases, right? And this is also the course where kids get skeletons in mail with clay, where they make different body systems using anatomy and clay. Some of the examples for this is all student artwork from last semester. My students built different body systems on the skeleton, which is 2 feet long, and they loved doing that. So that's part of pathophysiology B. And then the very last year, they take the national certification exam, which gets them the job. right? So then the next question you might have is, what is this NCCT certification all about? So I'm going to show you the website. This is our website for the National Certification for Administrative Medical Assisting. Your students will get accounts set up with me, and once they have the account and login set up, they will have access to this review system for administrative medical assisting. Again, it's very different from clinical. Administrative medical assisting is all about billing, coding, knowing the laws, patient safety goals. So I will prepare them the entire year using different tools, whether it's Pathophysiology's Dean 1 app that we use to teach them language of medicine, or this interactive review system that I use to kind of guide them towards the preparation for the national exam. We also, in addition to this NCCT certification that gets them the job, we also offer something called HOSA. It's our first career technical student organization. It's the first virtual CTSO for the state of California since 1976. So what is CTSO? It's a career technical student organization, and ours is called HOSA, Elite Academic Academy HOSA. Our chapter, it gears towards getting students leadership skills. It's a student-led organization, so whatever projects they design, it's all about serving the community, creating a team of healthcare professionals or students who are interested in healthcare profession, who want to serve the community through leadership. In addition, they attend leadership conferences, they go through a lot of professional development, they compete. If they choose to compete, then they start at the regional level, and then at the state level, and then international level. Again, competition is just a part of HOSA. It's not the complete thing. Students do, I'll give you an example. This year, our students have 3 goals, and they decided the goals. So their first goal was competition, where we have a couple of students who want to compete at the regional level. And then the second goal is creating health awareness. And the third goal is making sure that they're acclimated to all the careers out there within healthcare. And so they are creating their own projects, and they're getting access to scholarships, networking opportunities, all kinds of professional development that they need to build their resume along with getting that job. I hope this answers all your questions. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can always email me. My email is akaur@eliteacademic.com. And my name is Amrit Kaur, AMRITKAUR. Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, Mr. Marshall here. My classes focus on project-based learning in many softwares such as Blender, Autodesk Maya, Unreal Engine, Unity, Roblox Studio, and Fortnite Editor. We do a lot of really cool projects that help students develop portfolios and find early career and academic opportunities, such as being accepted into 2-year or 4-year college programs. We have a 2-year 4-course pathway, Game Dev A and B, and Honors A and B. Well, with that being said, it's been an honor to be able to talk a little bit about my program with you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.
Hello, and welcome to the Education Pathway. I am pleased to present our American Sign Language, our ASL pathway. I am your ASL teacher, Mrs. Rebecca Smith, and I get to share with you what to expect to do and learn within ASL. Yeah, so like the video just kind of touched on. So first we get to build your confidence. Your students will be very comfortable being in front of a camera, how to upload videos and their video files within those assignments. We are very project-based, as you can imagine, so we will have our hands ready to go. We'll just be practicing and building upon those foundational skills, such as the manual alphabet or the ABCs, our numbers, and we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep building your students' skills. And I'm so excited to announce that we also will be offering our California Seal of Biliteracy. It will be from the state, and it's given to your students by the state. Once they finish their courses, their ASL courses, it will be a special seal, gold foil seal on their diploma, stating that they have indeed taken all the classes necessary, have the training, the skills ready to go into their workforce, and it will follow them. This seal of biliteracy will follow them on their diploma into college. And so that's something that we are so excited to offer here at Elite. That's why it's easy as 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 is just kind of getting you ready for the world of interpreting, and 4 will just be getting those work skills ready so that when your student graduates high school, if they would like to pursue a career in interpreting, we'll get them ready for those certification tests as well. So we're just so excited, and I just wanted to thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope that this makes a huge difference in your students' life and just experience here at Elite. Thank you again, and I will see you all.
Hey, Derek Nelson here to share with you a little more in-depth look at the exciting opportunities in music that await our students here at Elite in our CTE Music Production and Performance pathway. By the end of this pathway, which is a music program unlike any other, students will have built the skills, resources, knowledge, and hands-on experience to be prepared for higher education or independent careers as singer-songwriters, music producers, performing and recording artists, audio engineers, and overall entrepreneurial forces to be reckoned with in today's modern music industry. But first, really quickly, what this is not. This is not traditional music class. There's no concert band or marching band or classical choir. There's less of a focus on being able to read notes on a page and much more emphasis on creative expression, how to take ideas and turn them into music, collaboration, creativity, and not just how to build creativity, but how to monetize it. Relevant skills that students will need to build in order to be prepared for today's current entertainment and music industry, not yesterday's, not yesteryears. So before we dive into the actual courses that make up the music production and performance pathway, I want to take a second and introduce myself in case we haven't gotten to know each other yet. I'm Derek, and along with being the coordinator of creative music here at Elite, I am also an international award-winning singer, songwriter, and music producer with millions of views on YouTube, featured appearances in movies, TV shows like Glee, and headlining tours to over 150 cities around the world, not only performing my own concerts, but impacting hundreds of thousands of students all around the world with inspirational workshops, assemblies, and educational outreach programs. Back in 2018, I had the honor of being appointed by the United States Department of State to be a cultural ambassador for our country, and I used American culture, values, and music to strengthen international relations in person, traveling to Ukraine, Albania, Moldova, Transnistria, and virtually as well partnering with embassies in Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and South Korea. It probably goes without saying that music has changed my life, and I believe that it has the power to change the lives of our students too. And that's why I'm so passionate about creating the most incredible music program where students can realize their dreams right here at Elite. Okay, let's get into the pathway. There is one rule and one rule only in all of my classes, and that is you must abide by the sacred JFZ. It stands for Judgment-Free Zone, which means you cannot judge each other. You can't judge me for the crazy, weird things that I do and say. And most importantly, you cannot judge yourself. self-judgment is the biggest thing that will stand in the way of you being able to create and express your artistry. There is also an emphasis on needing to be able to see and hear you. So having students with their cameras and microphones on and working is definitely, I don't want to say a requirement, but a significant expectation in my classes. This is a performing arts pathway within the sector of arts, media, and entertainment as part of career technical education. Performing arts pathway meaning we got to be able to see and hear you perform. So cameras and microphones on is a must. Students need to be ready and willing to be brave and courageous and go outside their comfort zone. We're going to be singing, we're going to be making music, we're going to be working and collaborating with each other. We're going to be putting stuff out in the world that has never existed before. And that takes a lot of bravery. So being willing to go outside your comfort zone and take chances is also a big priority for students who are interested in this pathway. The pathway consists of 4 courses that are intended to be taken sequentially. The first begins with Intro to Ukulele and Songwriting. In this course, students will learn the foundations of music by exploring a deceivingly difficult yet accessible instrument in the ukulele. This gives them an instrument that they can use to accompany their singing voice, which is imperative because this course is all about songwriting. The next course in the pathway is Guitar and Performance for the singer-songwriter. So this class takes everything that students learned in ukulele and songwriting to the next level. Students will not only learn how to play the guitar, they will become confident, engaging, package deal performing artists, capable of getting up on any stage anywhere, whether physical or virtual, and delivering compelling, emotional performances. Next is beat making and music production, where students learn to become music producers. This course delves into audio engineering, recording arts, mixing, mastering, and all of the technical skills that students will need to actually create their own music. And the final capstone course in the pathway, Music Industry Entrepreneurship. The final project in this class is for students to actually launch a product or project or revenue generating event, like a live concert or live event, release of a single, an EP, or maybe even a full album. Maybe this is the launch of a true business venture that could become the foundation of a career. So, yes, students are building musical skills here, but more importantly, they're aligning with the pillars of our 6 C's: curiosity, critical thinking, communication. Music is a universal language. Compassion, we got the JFZ. Collaboration, creativity, which is a given. And I want to add 2 more C's to these 6 C's and make them 8 C's in our pathway: community and confidence. But enough hearing from me. Let's hear from some students now about their experience in music here at Elite.
Was a really awesome experience. It really boosted my confidence for singing.
I feel so much more happier and a lot more better about my state and where I'm at.
That's a pretty awesome thing, man, to have a more powerful impact than a school I went to in person. So
I feel that I'm more able to sing now in front of people without being judged.
And I have like a lot of like dreams about like music and stuff, and now I can actually like I don't know, put them into action.
I had a lot of fun here with Mr. Derek's class because he's such a great teacher, and I really encourage all the kids in Elite who have the chance to meet him and participate in the class or in his songwriting club.
Yes, this class gave me a lot of confidence, and it taught me like not to be scared to like show everyone my inner self. So
I love music, and I've always wanted to write a song, but I've never been like knew where to start or what to do. And so it's been really fun in this class, and having Mr. Derek, he's been a great teacher helping us workshop our songs and like focus on practicing the ukulele. So
I went into it the most excited to learn about songwriting. I'm not the strongest singer. That's not really what my focus has been when it comes to music. That was actually something I was super nervous about, to sing in front of other people, but Derek was really big on it being a judgment-free zone, and it was definitely like that. I felt so comfortable with every passing day being able to sing in front of people, but I also learned so much with my songwriting. Derek said that he was going to get rid of our writer's block, and he delivered on that promise. I had a really, really amazing amazing time. Being able to collaborate with other elite students was such a dream. I really, really enjoyed this experience and this opportunity. I'm so happy I took it up. And yeah.
And I feel a lot more confident, so thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. And thank you, Derek.
You gotta work together, because if you work on your own, if I worked on my own, cold summer wouldn't be a thing.
I'm just so in awe of like everybody in this class, and it was really fun. So thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. And if you have more questions about music here at Elite, please contact me anytime. I would love to chat with you. I could talk your ear off forever about this stuff. I love it. dnelson@eliteacademic.com. And before you go, one more thing that I want to make sure to tell you about. Even though this pathway is for high school students, grades 9 through 12, I have a songwriting club that I host for students of all ages. If you're interested in getting a foundation in music, learning how to write your own music, and how to take your ideas from blank page to global stage. That was good. I should probably trademark that one. Please join us in Songwriting Club. We meet every Friday at 1 o'clock, and that would be a great way that students can get some experience and some introduction into what music and the culture here at Elite is like. Thank you again for watching. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Samuel Keeley. I am the CTE Esports Pathway teacher here at Elite, and I am also the manager for the Esports Club and its respective competitive teams at Elite. But today I'm going to be talking about our Esports Curriculum Pathway. This pathway focuses on the esports industry, with students learning about team dynamics, broadcasting, and game theory. Work-based learning includes participation in esports competitions and developing broadcast skills. So within this pathway, it's a lot less of how to become a professional player and more so about all the other career opportunities within the industry, such as broadcasting, social media management, event management, coaching, management, and as well as some of the business side of the industry. So some of the skills that will be taught are going to be team management, graphic design, broadcasting skills, event management, and social media marketing. Some of the projects include mock broadcasts, team composition reports, so students are going to be creating their own esports organizations or hypothetical esports organizations and then building off of them, as well as some graphic design projects for hypothetical use on a social media platform for an esports team. The main work-based learning opportunity besides the assignments is going to be the extra credit opportunity. So the extra credit opportunity I offer to students is to help out with the broadcasts for the esports club. So students can help out by either being a shoutcaster, meaning someone who commentates on the match, much like an announcer does for typical sports, or someone who helps out and makes highlights, meaning they would take our competitive team's highlights and put them in a nice and neat video to be placed on Elite social media. So those are 2 extra credit opportunities and work-based learning opportunities within the pathway, besides the typical schoolwork. There are 4 classes in this pathway. They are Intro to Esports A, Esports Inside the Game, Esports Leaderboard A, and Esports Leaderboard B. So our intro course goes over things like industry milestones, team structures, and not just for in-game team structures, but team organization structures as well, the basic business structure of the industry, as well as a general overview of how to manage tournaments. So by the end of the course, I expect students to have a good overview and idea of how the esports industry operates, as well as how to manage at least a small tournament. Inside the Game talks a lot more about analytics, team management, such as creating practice structures, as well as some of the rules and regulations that dictate how the industry operates. The capstone class, the leaderboard, has a lot of longer projects. So the main one being that students will create their own esports brand and organization, and then they will use that organization that they have created and to continue to build off of it. So start to create graphics and content for that to be used hypothetically. And the other part of the course is going to be about building careers in esports that are outside of just being a player. Each week we have resources for the students to explore. Then we have one discussion a week. Students are expected to respond to classmates' posts for full credit, but not just respond, but respond substantially in full credit and build off of what their classmate has said. Each week we'll also have a small assignment or a project for the students to do. Lots of these projects or a lot of the assignments are more project-based. And the way I grade is a lot more on effort and the students' attention to detail. As the students are learning, I'm not expecting them to be experts in graphic design or marketing, but I am looking for them to justify their decisions when it comes to creating something that is their own. Wanting to answer questions of why do we want this logo for our team? Why will our team, or why will the team that the student is creating want to participate in a certain game such as League of Legends? As for attention to detail, most of the assignments have a requirement section that says they must have at least 3 images, 400 words, something like that. It varies from assignment to assignment. Sometimes it's the number of unique colors. Sometimes it is number of games chosen. It varies. But the student's ability to follow that is also factored in heavily to the grade. And the last thing is to have complete sentences on the discussion assignments, as well as small quizzes.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the CTE Marketing Pathway here at Elite Academic Academy. My name is Mr. Smith. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Elite, as well as one of our CTE marketing teachers. Also in this pathway is Mr. Justin Diaz, as he teaches social media marketing and a whole bunch of other exciting courses. So today we're going to talk about our pathway. We're going to talk about why it's important and the sequence of courses that we offer. So with the marketing pathway, we want students to learn about building brands, analyzing marketing trends, learning about digital marketing right now. Marketing is something that has changed over the years, and it will continue to evolve every single year, every single month, every single week. So we want students to learn real-world experience and tactics. We want them to be able to create awesome social media plans, to be able to tackle marketing projects, to know the importance of branding, and every part of marketing that you can think of. Now, marketing isn't just marketing. Marketing can go into any workforce sector because everybody needs to be marketed. All right, so let's talk about why. Why is this important? Well, let's get the marketing job forecast. I got the stats right here from the state of California EDD department, and it shows with marketing, for marketing managers, a 20.1% growth in San Diego over the next 10 years from 2020 to 2030, and a 34.3% growth in California. So when we talk about marketing jobs being in demand, these are the stats that show you that here in California, absolutely, marketing is in demand. Now let's look a little bit at the marketing salaries out there. So 4.95 million jobs in marketing with an annual median salary of $80,000 a year in 2024. And then we have a few different salaries down here so you can browse. Marketing managers make a median $99,000 in a year. Public relations managers, $89,000. Creative director, $126,000 a year. And copywriter at $78,000. So you can see the workforce that students can align themselves into from learning in our marketing pathway. It's pretty lucrative. It's pretty amazing. This is our marketing sequence. So we do have a host of classes available for students, and this is the order that we are hoping students take it in. So Intro to Podcasting A and B, Those courses teach students about podcasting with audio podcast, and with the B course, it teaches about video podcasting. We have social media marketing, digital marketing, strategic brand marketing, and visual marketing. All these classes will build upon skills from the previous course, and it'll really create a whole picture all around for students to see what marketing entails, and for them to take what they're learning and apply into whatever career or college pathway they are deciding to go into. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or Mr. Diaz, and visit eliteacademic.com/CTE for more information. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom Olson. I teach the Wilderness Recreation Pathway here at Elite, which is a pathway within the hospitality, tourism, and recreation industry sector that shows students what a life outdoors could really look like. This pathway introduces students to a whole series of different things that they can use throughout their life, whether it's planning an adventure or even just a trip, to assessing risk. This is something we really focus on. And I want students to step away from this pathway with the skills that they need to step out into the real world, if it's not the natural world, and have the whereabouts to understand when something's dangerous and when it's worth taking that risk for the reward. So we do this through having a lot of fun, really, in the recreation pathway. We go on awesome adventures through the Quest Crew, which is sort of a simultaneous enrichment club that happens at the same time as the Wilderness Recreation Pathway. They're entirely separate, though. So that recreation club is called the Quest Crew. We go on events all over Southern California, and that's where students really get to taste this kind of stuff because we're a virtual school. So you can come out on one of those adventures with me, and then when we're on the computer and we're in Canvas, you'll be learning about all the things that maybe will interest you in getting a career or starting a career within the wilderness recreation industry. So here's a look at the courses. We start off very broad in natural awareness. Natural awareness is all about students tuning into their surroundings and really working on their selective attention, so to say. We realize that we can only pay attention to so much at one time, but the more we can work on expanding our mindfulness and our natural awareness, you become so much more aware of the world around you, which that awareness allows you to think critically and to create conjectures and to think really and analyze the world that we live in, to the point that you can maybe start to make some realizations, some correlations. From there, we learn more about the Earth's cycles, where the sun rises, where the sun sets, the orientation, how to tell the time of day without a clock. We learn about the rocks under our feet. We learn about the ecosystems that we exist in, and we take a bigger look at the whole entire picture to see how do we fit into this? How can we influence this system? So very fun, love teaching natural awareness. That leads us into Adventure Essentials, gets us a little bit more closer to the core of this pathway. Students in this course design their own adventure to either Zion, the Lost Coast, or Yosemite. They plan everything from digital maps to physical topographic maps to digital topographic maps. And at the very end, little do they know, it turns out to be a game. So students are pitted against one another to create a disaster for each other, to analyze their packing list, their meal plans, all this thing to see if there were any oversights, and they can only use what they packed in their hypothetical backpack to get out of this sticky situation. We don't get too much into the medicine side of things because we save that for wilderness medicine, where then in that course you really start to look at all those terrible things your classmates did to you, and you think, how can I possibly get out of this in a wilderness setting? So we focus on medicine and care within that wilderness realm. Very, very cool. We have some awesome resources. We do some role playing. We play with fake blood. There's several labs in there too. So within all of my courses, you're always using your hands. It's not exclusively online, which is something I really want to bring to our school because I personally live in the tangible world, and I want students to realize that there's so much more beyond just the screen. So the last one is Entrepreneurs in Recreation. This is where students will learn about the recreation industry, and they're going to create their own business plan surrounding one aspect of the recreation industry. It's very, very broad. It allows students to choose something that they're really interested in and see if there is an opportunity for some sort of business to be built. So the Wilderness Recreation Pathway is awesome. Just realize that it's a combination really with the Canvas courses and the Quest crew. If you're going to get the most out of this pathway, it's really important that you join that as well. So would love to see you guys out in the wilderness. It's so much fun. Even if you don't think you're outdoorsy, just come along. You'll have a good time. It's a great opportunity to hang out with your classmates. And please join with these courses if you're interested in learning about this stuff. I'd be very excited to see you there. Hello everyone, my name is Tom Olson. I teach the design pathway here at Elite, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about what these courses look like and what students are going to learn within this pathway. Within the design pathway, students begin by learning about the design thinking process. Now, a lot of times when a student enters this course, they think that design is all about making something beautiful, but it's a lot more than that. Design is really an ideology. It's a way of looking at the world and analyzing it and thinking, how can we improve upon this using sort of a set of guidelines to help you get there. It's really fun. It's very creative. It gets students thinking, and ultimately within this pathway, it's really getting students to get into that entrepreneurial mindset when they're creating these designs and these creations, to think that maybe this is a viable product. Maybe this is something that we can produce and bring to market. So the pathway begins by students learning about the design thinking pathway in Introduction to Design. Within this, we go through really only the first 2 or 3 phases of the design thinking process. We get up to the ideate phase, which is where we begin to draw and create some really cool concepts. That's where it brings us into industrial design ideation and modeling. In this course, students learn several important drawing techniques to actually hand draw their things, and then we start to play around with some paper models, some wire sculptures, to start to bring our 2D thoughts into the 3D world. From there, you'll take the next course, Industrial Design, Prototyping, and Testing, where you'll actually start to make small prototypes of your ideas within certain units. We'll be focusing on making these little models, not really functional at this point, but then testing and seeing if there's viability within this product. At the very end of it, the last course is Entrepreneurial Design, where students will make their own business design and plan and present that sort of in a Shark Tank style model, where several judges will give them feedback on their thoughts and help them critique and better their ideas. So the design pathway is very fun. It's great for students that are interested in business, that are interested in engineering, that are interested in the arts. That's one thing that really attracted me to design, because I felt like it was so interdisciplinary and it was something that I could apply to so many different aspects of my life. So I would love to see your students in this course for this pathway. It's a very, very fun, creative avenue, and I encourage you all to inquire if you have any extra questions.
Good evening, parents, guardians, and students. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Ms. Bailey, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to our newest CTE fashion design and merchandising pathway here at Elite. This program is part of our Career and Technical Education Initiative, and it's designed to give students hands-on experience and real-world skills in the exciting world of fashion. What is the fashion design and merchandising pathway? In this pathway, we dive into the heart of the fashion industry. Our goal is to equip students with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in a career that combines creativity, business, and technology. Whether students dream of becoming designers, fashion buyers, visual merchandisers, or even starting their own fashion lines, this pathway offers the foundational skills and industry insights to help them along the way. We cover a wide range of topics, including merchandising. We explore how fashion meets business. Students will learn about trend forecasting, branding, marketing, and how to create visually appealing displays in stores. Fashion design. Students will learn the fundamentals of sketching, fabric selection, and garment construction. They'll get to create their own pieces and see their designs come to life. Technology and fashion. Today's fashion world is heavily influenced by technology. So we focus on tools like Adobe Illustrator, digital fashion design, and e-commerce to stay ahead of industry trends. What will students be working on this year? This year, we have some exciting projects lined up. Students will be working on mood boards to help them explore their unique sense of style and communicate design ideas visually. Trend forecasting, researching global fashion trends to predict what's going to be in demand next season. Visual merchandising projects. Students will design window displays and in-store layouts to learn how to create eye-catching presentations that draw customers in. Students who continue with the program next year will be able to participate in fashion shows and showcases. They'll design, style, and even present their own collections in our school's fashion show. Why is this important? The fashion industry is one of the largest industries in the world, and it continues to evolve. Our program not only sparks creativity, but also builds critical thinking and problem-solving skills. These are skills that will serve students in any career path they choose, whether in fashion or beyond. It's also a great way to network with professionals and explore internships and college opportunities in the fashion field. How can you support your student? We want to encourage all parents to stay engaged in their students' journey. Whether it's helping them research new trends, attending our showcases, or even just supporting their creative ideas at home, your involvement makes a huge difference. If your child isn't already enrolled in the program, it's never too late to join. The world of fashion is vast, and there's a place for everyone. Thank you again for your time tonight, and I look forward to seeing what your students create this year.
Hello, my name is Christina Hawkins, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the Early Childhood Education Pathway. In this pathway, students will explore child development, lesson planning, and classroom management to prepare for roles in education. This pathway emphasizes inclusive teaching strategies and working with diverse student populations. Hands-on experience comes from lesson planning and real-world classroom practice. The Early Childhood Education sequence is as follows: Early Childhood Education 1A, Early Childhood Education 1B, Infant and Toddler Development A, and Infant and Toddler Development B. Each class is a semester long. Students should take early childhood education courses because they offer valuable skills and knowledge for working with young children during their most critical stages of development. These courses teach students about child psychology, developmental milestones, and effective teaching strategies, which are essential for creating positive learning environments. Understanding how young children think, learn, and grow helps students become more effective caregivers, educators, or parents in the future. Early childhood education also opens up career opportunities in teaching, childcare, and related fields, providing a strong foundation for those interested in making meaningful impact on children's lives and their communities. These courses also help develop important skills like communication, patience, creativity, problem solving, which are useful in both personal and professional settings. A lot of students ask, what kind of jobs can I get if I have a background in early childhood education? With early childhood education courses, individuals can pursue a variety of rewarding careers that focus on growth, development, and education of young children. Some of the most common job opportunities are preschool teachers, and those preschool teachers educate children ages 3 to 5, helping them develop social, motor, and basic academic skills in a structured environment. A child care worker. Child care workers provides care and supervision for young children in settings like daycare centers, preschools, and private homes, focusing on their safety, nutrition, and play activities. Early childhood education assistant. The assistant supports lead teachers in creating lesson plans, setting up learning activities, and engaging with children in the classroom. They can also be a nanny. They can offer personalized childcare in a family's home, providing one-on-one support and developmentally appropriate activities for children. A child development specialist who will work with children who have developmental delays or special needs, creating strategies to help them reach their developmental milestones. They could be an infant and toddler teacher, focusing on the unique needs of infants and toddlers, guiding their learning experiences, motor skills, and sensory development. They could also be a family support specialist, providing guidance to families on child development, parenting strategies, and resources to support the child's growth and learning. There are so many other job opportunities out there for students that have a background in early childhood education. These roles not only offer opportunities to make a direct impact on children's development and learning, but also pave the way for growth in educational fields or leadership positions within schools and childcare facilities. I hope to see you in one of my courses soon.